Hey, what's happening to you guys? Pyros here, and this was supposed to be like a live stream, but I just couldn't be bothered to set up my live stream setting. So we're gonna be reacting to Assassin's Creed Valhalla. I don't do reaction, but since this is pretty much Assassin's Creed and one of my favorite franchise, I figured why not? Why not? It's a good thing this thing is counting down, so you can see like I'm actually waiting just to see what they're gonna do. So yeah. Volume down a little bit. Let's see how it goes. You'll see why I don't do reactions, because I just be sitting quiet and watching. But I might actually give my thoughts and opinion. Actually, let me put the volume up a little bit.
Godless barbarians. Godless barbarians.
I wonder like how they're gonna make a Viking an assassin. That's like everyone's biggest concern. Like, how do you become a sneaking assassin that tries to avoid the Templars? Considering that they're all about being loud, being ferocious, and just murdering people, essentially.
Lands they will never defend. Lands they will never love. The time has come to speak to them in a language they will understand.
Oh, I see the premise now. The English are gonna be the Templars, and the Vikings, well, one person from the Viking side is gonna be the assassin. Makes sense, okay. So I'm assuming the Viking assassin person will have a motive to protect his people from the invading British army, which is obviously being manipulated by the Templar. I hope this is not too loud, because I'm trying to talk here. Oh, I'd be pissed off if this wasn't turned on. Let me just get rid of that. I'm assuming it's gonna be a massive, large scale battle, similar to how they had it in Assassin's Creed Odyssey. We saw a hint of that, so they might take it up to the next level. And also, considering that this game has up to 15 studios working on it, it should be interesting to see just how far they'll be able to push the game itself. Now, obviously, one of the biggest complaints I've seen, well, not biggest complaints, more like biggest concerns that people have had, is that will this Assassin's Creed go even further beyond in terms of the RPG aspect, or will it scale back a little bit and just let us be assassins like how we've always been in the past? Because a lot of people have issues with Odyssey, but obviously Origins was kind of like okay. I'm guessing he's gonna be the assassin. Also, I actually wrote a blog about this. I wrote a couple of blogs actually, which I'll put in the description below. I don't want there to be multiple genders, I guess, because I feel like it's a cop-out. I wanted to tell a proper story, like the Assassins versus Templar, an actual linear story as how it used to be. I don't know, that's just me. I wasn't really too fond of Odyssey's, sibling approach to things. Okay, I guess his hidden blade will be on the rest, which makes sense actually. It really fits the Viking aesthetic, because they're not gonna be hidden. They'll have it proudly on their wrist. Okay. So is that it? Alright, so I'll just play it back in the background while I'll just give my thoughts and opinion on it. Okay. So yeah, I mean, my biggest concern is that I just want them to be more like focused on the story, no more pick your own character bullshit. Like, if they're gonna pick a female, make it a female. If it's gonna be a male, make it a male. In this case, it seems like it's gonna be a male character, which it is what it is. I mean, it's not like they didn't have, Viking females or anything like that. Either way, I would have been fine with it. I just don't want this whole cop-out, create your own character, bada boom, bada bish. I don't know what the fuck to say. Just pick a character, let them tell their story, because they've already put this in their lore. Do you know what I mean? Like, I forgot the animus, I believe, can only, you can only go back to the DNA of whoever you have in the animus. Okay, it's been a while since I played the game, but point is that it's written in their own lore, so I don't want any more bullshit. I don't want any more stuff. I just want a proper story. Like, that's what I want. In terms of the RPG stuff, I really don't care. Even with Assassin's Creed Origin and Assassin's Creed Odyssey, I just played like an assassin. I snuck around. I took down enemies that were much more tougher than I am. Of course, I was kind of limited in certain areas, but I still played like an assassin. And I feel like with this, a lot of people are gonna be saying like, how are you gonna make a Viking an assassin? But it's like, you can. I mean, that's the thing. Like, the Assassins is supposed to be a worldwide organization. You'll have factions all across the world, so it shouldn't be surprising that we'll have someone in the period of the Viking period be an assassin. And this would actually make a lot more sense, since the Vikings, even though they're ferocious and stuff like that, they're going up against the British army, which will probably be well funded, more organized, more structured. So sneaking past all that defenses would still be an assassin-like trait, if that makes any sense. This is giving me Assassin's Creed Brotherhood vibe with that guy that looks like Caesar in the background. It's just giving me that vibe to it. But yeah, I can already see this having a world scale battles. Actually, this is one thing I wanted to touch on. In the Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you could support the Spartans, and the Athenians, but your alliance never really affected the story. In this case, if they're gonna make us do the exact same thing, there should be some, consequences for. Let's say, for example, I decide to side with the British or whatever other faction we're supposed to be going up against. The Vikings should start to hate me, should start to attack me if they see me and stuff like that. They'll call me traitors in their own language. That'd be pretty cool. Or let's say I side exclusively only with the Vikings, because that would make a lot more sense. I shouldn't be able to enter into British territory, or is it British? I don't know why I keep calling them British, to be honest, really. Yeah, whatever they are, they look like Romans, to be honest, really. So whatever they are, to be honest, really. I shouldn't be able to walk into their territories, but yeah, I know cinematics don't really tell us anything about the gameplay, but it tells us about the premise and what to expect, essentially. And there is a lot to expect. It's going to be much wide scale, like I said, 15 studios working on it, so the graphics are going to be intense, insane. Open world is going to be crazy as usual. Yeah, that's it. I really do like the Hidden Blade being on the breast, because I can imagine him doing a lot of crazy hidden kills, like from the sky, like dashing down. I see he's going to be dual wielding as well from the poster, the cover for the game as well. But yeah, pretty cool. Looking forward to it. Let me know what you guys think. I'm Pyros, and I'll catch you guys next time.